What do hockey scouts look for? Hey, it's Zach from 24/7 Hockey, and I'm going to tell you about what hockey scouts look for in this video. It's simple, right? All they want is a player that can take the puck from one end and go all the way to the other end without passing, without using their teammates, preferably go through many people's legs, right? Stick handle it right through their legs, push it through their legs, and even if you turn it over, it doesn't matter. Just go back and try it again. And eventually, maybe that's going to work 1 or 2 times every 4 or 5 games, or 1 or 2 times a game, and boom, you get a couple goals. Scouts are going to be calling. The phone's going to be ringing off the hook, right? Wrong. Okay? Bottom line is this. You can go out there, you can try to be Johnny Dangles, okay? But there's only a couple Johnny Dangles, and those guys are in the NHL right now. 99.99999% of players, if you want to play at a higher level, if you want to get the attention to scouts, this is what you need to do. 1, you have to compete. All right, you have to compete and you have to battle. And again, most players think they're competing. You're not competing, okay? Competing is every single shift, laying it on the line, blocking shots, playing the body, going to the net, doing all the little things right, okay? Every single time. That's one to get scouts' attention. That's one great way to get a scout's attention. And you're not doing these things consistently unless coaches and other players are telling you that you do them consistently, okay? They should be coming up to you being like, dude, you know, unbelievable game. You laid it on the line. I can't believe how many shots you blocked. I can't believe how you attack the net. I can't believe how you're playing the body, all right? How do you work so hard? What do you do to compete so hard? That's how hard you need to compete. When other people are coming up to you telling you how hard you're competing, that's when you're competing. Up until that point, you're not competing, okay? You're not competing. You think you're competing. Everybody thinks they're working hard. But you know what? There's only a couple players out there that are really legitimately working as hard as they possibly can and competing and battling as hard as they possibly can. And a great way to think about this is if it's Game 7 of the Stanley Cup playoffs and you're down by a goal with 1 minute left, how are you going to play? Okay, how are you going to play that one shift when you're out there with 1 minute left in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup? And if you're not working to try to play every shift like that, then you're not competing hard enough, right? Because if that's as hard as you can possibly play right there, then if you're not playing that hard, why are you leaving extra effort and extra competitiveness out there and not giving it your all, okay? So number 1 is you have to compete. 2, competing isn't good enough by itself, all right? That's a great start, okay? But you can't be a third-line player and competing hard and think you're gonna go on and play at higher and higher levels, okay? Eventually, your skills have to catch up or your skills need to be top line, okay? So you need to be one of the top line players. So you need to be playing at the highest level for your age group, and you need to be one of the top line players, whether you're a defenseman, top 2D, whether you're a forward, top line forward, on the power play, on the penalty kill, getting extra shifts. Who are they putting on the ice at the end of the game? And that's just the bottom line, okay? At the end of the day, only a select few players are going to make it to that higher level, okay? And if you want to be one of them, you better be one of the best players at your age group right now. And if you're not at that point yet, then you need to train harder. You need to spend extra time, more training, work on your skills. Skills. Stick handling, shooting, an hour every single day, doing the right drills with a high intensity, okay? That's going to get your skills up. Also do some speed and quickness drills, okay? Every single day, an hour and a half, above and beyond what everybody else is doing. So if you're working out with your team, spend another hour every single day, stick handling, shooting, very high intensity, using our drills at 24/7 Hockey or other really good drills that you trust, not just going through the motions, because your skills have to be up. You have to be on the top line if you want to play at the next level. You have to be one of the best players, and you have to compete. You can't be one of those top players out there that's in the top line that thinks they're Johnny Dangles, right? And trying to beat everybody one-on-one, turning the puck over all the time. Boom, red mark right on the scout sheet if you're doing that, okay? You have to be able to compete, play hard, and have skill, okay? So those are the 2 things that you need to do if you want to get recruited by scouts. 3, make sure you stand out for what you do best, okay? So everybody's got their strengths. If you're a defensive defenseman, you're big, you're strong, you play really good defense, don't try to all of a sudden be an offensive defenseman and be rushing the puck and turning the puck over and making stupid plays, okay? Keep playing smart, Play your best at what you're good at, but just make sure you stand out at doing that. So be the best defensive defenseman on the ice. Make a ton of smart passes, block a ton of shots, play the body and be taking players through the boards, okay? Get smart shots on net. Those are the ways to stand out. If you're a power forward, okay, same thing. Take pucks to the net. Be in front of the net all the time. Get 2 or 3 really good scoring opportunities and put the puck in the back of the net by deflections, by tips, okay? Again, power guys on the forecheck, but you got to deliver. You got to have the skills. Like number 2, you got to have the skills to actually deliver and get results. You can't just be, hey, I'm a power forward on the 3rd or 4th line. No, that's a grinder, and it's okay to be a grinder, okay? But eventually, if you want to keep moving up levels, you have to be a grinder that's on the 1st line and has the skills to be able to execute, okay? If you're a goal scorer, score goals. Score 2, 3, 4 goals a game. Make sure you're standing out as being a goal scorer, but make sure you're competing still. Remember number 1, okay? Don't be a goal scorer and think that's enough, because boom, red X right on the scout sheet as soon as you stop back checking, as soon as you try to beat everybody one-on-one and playing lazy and making stupid plays and turning the puck over, okay? Red X. All right, you have to be able to do multiple things if you want to play at a higher level. You have to be able to do multiple things well. You have to play good offense, you have to compete, and you have to be good defensively. It doesn't matter if you're a forward or a defenseman. All right, so you have to stand out for whatever you're good at. 4, the last thing that you have to do if you want to get noticed by scouts, and this is not necessarily on the ice, this is off the ice, okay, is you have to have a mental attitude of an elite hockey player. Come every day with a strong work ethic, because working off the ice is what's going to improve your skills and going to improve your ability to play at that high level. Getting those habits early, because otherwise, if you end up getting to that high level just because you're basing yourself on talent alone, but you don't have those habits, you're going to find out all those other players that are really good are competing for those spots at that higher level, and you're going to drop off. So having those habits early is going to make sure when you actually get to that level, you stick. Okay, so build those mental habits, build that mindset, build that preparation, okay, build that off-ice training habits right now, because that's what you're going to need to get there, and you have to get better every single day. Every single day, get better. And not just a little bit better, get a lot better. Get better than all the other players out there. And that means you have to do extra, okay? So work as hard as you possibly can, compete as hard as you possibly can, improve your skills. Make sure you have the skills to be on that top line and that you're actually executing and making plays on the ice. Make sure you're standing out for what you're best at, but still working on making sure that you're a complete player too, and not just doing that one thing well, all right? And then continue to work on that elite level mindset and that elite level work ethic, because you're gonna need it if you wanna play at a higher level. All right, yeah, you could try to figure all this stuff out on your own, but why not head over to 247hockey.com, sign up for a free membership, and let us work with you, okay? We've worked with thousands of players now that are going on to play at higher and higher levels. Many players from major, junior, USHL, Division I college hockey that have come through our program, okay? 247hockey.com. Go sign up for a free membership. You'll get workouts. You'll get game film assignments. You'll get hockey homework. You'll get mental game training. You'll get tips and tactics on how to stand out and get noticed by scouts. Okay? So all of that is at 247hockey.com. Head over there right now. Go get signed up, and I look forward to working with you.